Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading and sharing this episode with a friend. It's so great that the thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of you are checking out this show. And I really probably should say hello, future people, because it's crazy that, 6 years later, there will be a sudden spike in episodes because that's when people are jumping onto a game. Or if you're someone who is really into Pathfinder and you jumped in and joined Critical Hit because we were playing this awesome Pathfinder game, thank you for that. And I'm glad that you are excited about this, and I'm so happy to see so many of you on Twitter and the other places just spreading the love of Critical Hit and what we're doing here at Major Spoilers. Speaking of love, it's time to give a big... Oh, wait, we're not giving Miller any love.
No.
All right. Sam, why don't we turn the game over to you and let us see where we're going this week.
All right. Before we know where we're going this week, what happened last time?
On Critical Hit.
Okay, go ahead.
Gosh. Oh, man. We were all together in Rodrigo.
We were doing our Tombstone slow walk down the dusty streets towards Miller's establishment.
Mm-hmm. Did I not whistle?
Ready to bring the smackdown upon the evil that lurks there.
Did we actually have a plan for how we're going to approach, or are we just scrolling up to the front gate?
Not yet.
We were walking down the street, waiting for something to jump out at us. So
I think we should see the patented Critical Hit just show up, see what happens.
We're not going to try to roll a cart filled with
dynamite
down a hill and through a gate.
I think actually
Perfect
the way
disguise.
that we ended last time was
on Critical Hit.
Yes,
reveal ourselves.
We were
run away, blow it up.
We had just left the doctor's place, right?
Yes.
So a potential plan kind of depends on what the layout of Miller's place is like, which I think maybe the hanging judge knows more about because he was actually spying around there. I mean, I guess we've all been there.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest,
Miller's Manor is a mansion. There's a long central path that goes basically straight up to the place. You think that there are stables nearby, although you have not used them before. His place is also relatively near his own train yard, which some sort of work seems to be going on there from the hanging judge's scouting.
Yes. And if we did want to find dynamite, that'd probably be a good place to find it, although...
You mean the hanging judge doesn't have a ready supply on hand?
Your hat? I thought that was what the nose of your mask was actually for, to store dynamite.
I have no problem with that idea, if that's what you guys want to do.
Although the hanging judge did see a fair number of guards kind of patrolling that whole area.
Well, distraction or murder machine, I think either result is fine.
I'm just waiting for someone to say point and say kill. I'm completely checked out of the planning process in this.
Distraction and murder machine. Good to go.
I can do that. Just tell me what to eat.
So we are thinking we want to have an explosion to distract them.
Maybe. I mean,
so when we say pretty near his place, how near? You can see it from the window.
No, it's you can't. It's not visible from the place. It's just either a quick ride or a slightly longer walk to the west of the manor.
Okay, so then let's forget about it then.
Okay. I mean, the other option would be to see if perhaps we could borrow some from Palmer. But that also would probably take a lot of time and work.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that just from a logistical standpoint, it would take, I think it would take more time and more actual effort than it would be worth in terms of a distraction. I'm afraid we'd spend the time and then end up being overwhelmed by, vampire cows or something. Sorry if I gave anything away there.
Oh yeah, I've got the grid all ready for your vampire cow encounter.
See,
She's
Oh,
I know how
she's just
man.
clicking and dragging right now.
Now I'm utterly terrified.
Oh, boo.
Oh, dude.
Podcast at majorspoilers.com.
Not
Oh.
cool. Ugh.
All right, so let's just head straight there.
Yeah, we're the
Okay.
heroes. We're the heroes. We get the walk down Main Street right into the villain's lair thing.
All the
We get that. I think that is what we deserve. We've earned it at this point, and it's time to turn into the skid that is a Western story.
yes,
I
all
mean,
the women are
it's fair.
pulling their children off the streets.
Yep.
The
Yep,
shutters are being boarded.
We're going to Gary Cooper it. I think we're going to Gary Cooper it, and we are going to look awesome, except for that one little short, pointy-eared dude on the end who's going to be like, "Oh, wait, I've I have a rock in my shoe," but that's fine because that's his shtick.
Trips on his tailcoat.
All right.
I don't know if you've ever seen what am I thinking of? Tombstone. The little fancy man is actually the most badass.
Well, that's the plan. Once we get there, you guys
Yeah.
wouldn't let me have a gun. You're like, I think we'll take away the gun
It's for all of our safety.
because you know how dangerous Alder is
Yeah.
with a weapon. I'm your worst nightmare, and Alder with a gun.
Yes, you are in fact the party's worst nightmare with a gun. So yeah, let's lean into
Thank
the
you for
genre.
qualifying. All right, we're leaning in.
So you guys walk up the path to Miller Manor. The sun has set long ago at this point, and you can hear just this heavy racket coming from the west. For those who have familiarity with trains, specifically the Hanging Judge and Russell, you are certain that this is track work being done. And as you approach, you see Isabella Renfield. There is a fair number of people behind her, some wearing their red bandanas, some not. And she starts riding towards you on a black horse and says, "So you want to do this?"
Shoot her in the face.
Shoot her now.
Time to dance.
Like the face, Gemma. Just shoot her. Just shoot her in the face.
I'll shoot.
Aim for the face, Judge.
Yeah,
Well,
she's not one
as
of
you guys-
mine.
As
Oh,
you
that's
guys start basically exchanging looks, trying to decide who's going to shoot first, there is a clattering of a significant number of hooves coming from back the area of town. And you see William Palmer riding up on a gray, really big war horse. He's wearing a blue long coat of a Union officer and a Hardy hat. Then he's got actually a red banner mounted from his saddle that has a snarling tiger facing a swarm of menacing bats. And he's wielding a cavalry saber with red tassels hanging from the hilt, and the saber seems to be glowing slightly. And trailing behind him is an assortment of men and women, including railroad workers, engineers, and some other residents of Redemption you recognize as part of the Meeting House congregation or having been educated at Palmer's school. And most of them are wielding guns, though some have knives, swords, or clubs, and some also carry that same banner. And Miller shouts at you, Palmer, shouts at you, "Go handle Miller. We'll deal with this rabble."
Yeah! The city has come! I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I can hear
They-
the cavalry charges in my head.
Yeah, we'll bust it.
He is, as he has told you, or was a cavalry officer. So yeah, the Renfields and Palmer and his forces start firing on each other and clashing, and there's the sounds of horses as you guys run up to the manor. And you head up to the heavy double doors of the manor. And what do you do?
Are they closed?
They are closed.
What have I got that
Eshin?
will blast
We
down
have
the
an
door?
Eshin.
Ooh, Eshin.
A jester for Ashen.
Are they like locked? I just try to.
Doesn't
open.
matter.
They are
Drama.
not. They're not locked.
No, Eshin, kick down the door. Wait, I need to say that in character.
Are you saying
they
it in
are
character?
locked?
They're not locked.
They are not locked. Do you
Okay,
check them to make sure they're not locked?
I just opened the door.
Aw.
Boo.
So as you open the door, you just feel a sense of dread. When you were here last time, you'd each secured some form of invitation, and now you can just feel that you are unwelcome. So you are all under the effects of pervasive doom, which is a domain ability, and take a -2 penalty on saves against fear effects, saves with the emotion descriptor, and the effects of haunts.
Dude. Not cool.
Most of those are going to be will saves, so I wasn't going to pass them anyways.
Yep. And so yeah, as you walk in, you see the same table you saw at Miller's party is still at the centerpiece of the room, though the diorama has been removed. Miller is sitting at the head of the table. He's dressed in an immaculate suit, has a dark blue tie that matches his gold bordered cufflinks. His hands sit on the head of his 2 guard dogs who are snarling at you. A curtain hangs along the balcony, obscuring it from view. And anyone who wants to can make me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
I will percept.
I too will percept.
Wow, nice jobs.
I got a 28.
Wow, you guys are great.
Oops.
So you guys had previously noticed when you were here that he had, except for Chema was very distracted. So yeah, you guys had previously noticed while you were here, same with Eshin, you guys noticed nothing. That he had a rack, like a wall of weapons on display. And that is still there, except for, Russell and the hanging judge noticed that there is one that is conspicuously absent. It's most noticeable because it was a very large sword. And it's just not there.
Sword play.
Okay.
Got it.
Dude.
All right.
And Miller looks at you entering and says, "Welcome."
Hello.
I will give you one last chance.
Shoot him now.
I-
Shoot him now.
In character?
Yes.
Okay,
Chuck a trident.
you shoot him.
I'm
You guys-
throwing my trident.
Great. Why
As
don't you
soon as
guys
I have a
both-
command, I am doing it.
Boom.
Cool. Both make attack rolls.
Okay, what is my ranged? Do I still use Dex with a thrown?
No, with a trident counts as like a javelin, so you'll use strength on that. It is a
Yes.
heavy thrown weapon.
All right,
Your strength is like 1,000,000, right?
more or less. This is
Of
considerably
course.
better with my strength than with my Dex. Plus
Wow,
Yep.
Brian.
-1 bullet.
13? 6.
Well, we've had two epic fails in a row.
31.
4 silver bullets.
But we're
Cool.
getting them out of the way.
Roll your damage, Rob.
Awesome. Oh, this isn't even me raging. I should have raged before I threw this, shouldn't I have?
Yeah,
That's
that's
all right.
cool. Hold the rage in case we need it.
I mean,
You'll
it's a
need the
free
rage to
action.
get it
I
back.
rage as soon as I do things. But
As soon as you see a machine, you rage.
I am all against the machine. Damage die, D.
Riding through the land.
Plus 7.
Oh my god.
Well, it's just damage roll.
8 damage.
I mean,
Yeah, but 3 1s rolled with
Getting
10
them out of our
minutes.
system.
Yeah, but that was a 12.5% chance for me as opposed to a 5% chance for either of those two.
Well, that's true.
Yes.
So you throw your trident, and it hits Miller with a satisfying thunk. And the hanging judge levels his gun, and he pulls the trigger, but like at the last moment jerks his hand aside because he realizes something is wrong. And as the trident embeds into the figure at the head of the table, the illusion shatters.
Oh.
And that is not Percy Miller. That is actually a where is this?
No.
No.
Mr. Dexter Stuckey,
Oh.
who is now bleeding profusely from a trident wound in his chest, slumped over. His hands are not actually on the dogs, rather they are tied to the chair, and he is bound and gagged. And the curtains flicker slightly, and you see that those also were actually an illusion. And Percy Miller steps forward and laughs, and he holds a iron key with a stag's head on it, and raises it up, and looking at the dog says, "Get them."
So the
Let's
dogs
roll
were real.
initiative.
Okay.
Oh, the dogs were real.
Real dog.
18.
No.
There it is.
14.
Eh. That's about right.
Well, there you go.
There's our net 20.
Well, that's 2 nat 20s that we've had in the last 10 minutes as well.
21-20. Oh.
Every 20-sided die roll is a 1 in 20 chance, Stephen. Don't fall into the game of probability-medicalness, Tinson. That's totally a word, you guys.
well, I'm sure it is now.
Yeah.
So what's Alder at? 14?
14.
Okay.
Which blows. Not as much as Eshen's 4, I'll grant you that, but it does blow.
And
Not the same.
what is Chem at?
13.
Brian, would you roll off with me real quick? Because you and the hounds have the same exact initiative.
Okay, so just roll the same thing, or
Roll just a d20.
just a d20?
All right,
Yeah.
so
13.
they'll be going first.
No.
That sounds like Brian.
So as Miller clutches the key, his hounds, which had been big but otherwise normal-looking guard dogs, start to transform. Their skin, they get larger, and their skin rips and oozes, and like their eyes go bloodshot, and their mouths start frothing and dripping with something that just like looks and smells viscous. And they're going to move in to attack you guys. So we'll go with, what's their move speed?
Bad doggies.
6.
It is 40. Great. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go attack Alder.
Okay.
And 5, 10, 15. Actually, they'll stick with the pack. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You smell like another dog. That means they want to kill you. So,
The other dog's behind him.
yeah, so they're going to do that. So the first hellhound is going to try to bite Alder. So
He will fail.
no, he's going to nat 20. That's a good way for me to
Fail.
start my
When,
turn.
whatever.
He's going to fail to confirm.
Yeah, that's not
That's what
true.
Matthew meant.
Yeah, let's roll to confirm.
He's going to fail it.
It might fail to confirm. I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit your AC.
Ha! No! Wait.
Okay.
No! I had to check.
Cool.
The 12 doesn't hit my AC. I think you should be fine.
Oh, wait, does it hit your flat-footed AC? You haven't acted yet.
I don't know what a flat-footed AC is.
It's your AC minus your Dex mod.
So if you look
It does
on your...
not.
Okay.
My Dex mod is a +2, so...
No, it hits your flat-footed AC. I'm looking at it right now.
It says my AC is 15.
Yeah, you also have... It also subtracts your dodge bonus.
Oh, well, that's cheating.
So it'll hit your flat-footed AC exactly.
That's not fair.
That'll
Now
confirm.
I'm sad.
So he'll roll his damage.
The last point.
Sad. That's okay. They're going to explode soon enough.
As you dig your way out from the inside?
If I have to.
Okay.
They are in
dagger on you,
convenient
right?
cone formation.
I am bite-sized for exactly such an emergency. This is taking an awfully long time. Now I worry.
Sorry, their damage is a little complicated. Wow, well that's the least scary crit that has ever been rolled ever.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
I rolled
That is
all
literally
ones
Two
on
was the
minimum
only
damage.
static number in there.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Minimum damage.
All
That is
right, well,
beautiful.
take 6 damage, I guess. How disappointing.
Beware the power of Alder.
You sound so miffed. Well, take 6 damage, I guess.
I mean, it's a crit, man. It's supposed to be scary. That's just embarrassing.
It's just like clearly they bit him like right in the liver, but they didn't get a good grip.
Yeah,
That's what
they're not used to their new forms. All right, and the other one will attack you now for 17, which will hit your regular AC, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Well.
but that is not a crit, so that is less damage.
Is it less damage?
Well, actually, it isn't. Is the thing? It's
not
because I roll better. So, take another
It's-
9 damage. Which takes us to the hanging judge.
All right. So I'm kind of thinking I just want to try to run past these guys.
Oh yeah, to explain things, the big square is the table. Dexter Stuckey is bleeding out and will die in some number of rounds without medical attention.
Ashen! Or not Ashen. Fuck.
The things that kind of look like stairs are stairs, and Percy Miller is on a balcony.
Matthew's character, whose name is Alder.
I'm being eaten by dogs right now. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Well, I was kind of thinking of running over and trying to disarm the key. But I also think I should
Pull the trident from your
Alder.
bleeding compatriot?
I'll
would
take
be
care of that
worse.
I think that the healing kind of falls under Chema's Bailiwick.
All right.
So
So I'll take care of that.
where is the key?
Percy, Mr. Miller is holding it.
Okay.
So yes. So to get around these guys all tumbly like, what's involved?
Rolling tumble?
Roll. You'd have to make an acrobatics check and attempt to beat their CMD.
Well, I'm gonna try that.
Cool. Let me check their CMD.
It's probably lower than their CHP.
Thanks.
Nice.
Let me take a look.
It's higher
Oh,
than
wow.
their MS.
Oh yeah, that'll get there. So you just are able to nimbly get past them. Nicely
Bimbly,
done.
bimbly.
Making an
that-
acrobatics check is hard in Pathfinder, but that'll do it.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Is that like at half speed or anything?
I don't believe so, but let me double check. I think you move at full speed. It's just a matter of whether or not you provoke.
Can he acrobatize over to the table? Over the table.
Or upon?
Or upon.
Whatever's coolest.
Are you going for Mr. Are you going for Percy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
why?
you-
Up here.
There was an
Oh.
or question.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could, it would, basically with that acrobatics check, you can get past them and get on or across the table if you wanted.
Right. This is the bleedy guy. This is the evil guy.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I can
correct.
split the difference.
Now you'd be standing on the table,
Yes.
which is
It's
a
a
little
sturdy table.
disrespectful to her. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I guess that's true.
All right.
You're
busy.
Then try to lasso away a key from him.
Oh, he is up those stairs. Sorry. So he's like
Oh.
30 feet up. So you can't actually reach him with the lasso. You'd have to be on the same level as him.
You have the Indiana Jones lasso that you can use to like swing across the English Channel.
That's a level 7
Oh,
In
talent.
that case, I think I'll try to help Alder and swing around for a flank
Cool.
and
fling around for a swank. We got it.
punch a dog.
Sounds good.
No, you punch cows.
Punch it.
All right.
Focus,
And I
focus.
Should have
Okay, I'm
that
focusing.
all added up. Yep. Okay.
I'm serious too.
19.
That'll hit.
All right.
These guys do not seem that dodgy, though their skin does seem like tough. So roll your damage.
most predators are pretty chewy.
20 damage.
Ouch. Yeah, you.
What?
Holy shit. What do you? How did you do? Oh, I guess it's your first sneak attack of the combat.
Well,
That's-
not sneak attack, but yeah.
Oh yeah, your first vigilante
Otherwise,
strike. I forgot what.
the D4s would be D8s if it was actually from surprise.
Yeah.
But
Did he-
That's still great damage. Yeah, that
Punch the
dog.
dog to death?
You just punch into the dog, and it makes like a very upsetting / satisfying crunch, as you're pretty sure you like broke some of its ribs.
Oh, that's awful.
Well,
And one of those ribs pierced its heart and it died.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Not
still-
quite
it's
that low.
not.
That'd be if he rolled a crit.
Clearly, the rib flew across the room.
I
Pierce
kind of
Percy.
don't want to roll a crit because I don't want to have to figure out which of those don't double.
Right.
Fair.
That you?
That should be it.
Then that takes us to Mr. Miller. And he is going to lock eyes with Eshin and say, Eshin, kill Alder. And why don't you make me a will save?
Oh no.
Is this going to have the neg 2 that you
It
prescribed
does
earlier?
not.
Okay.
Oh hey.
It doesn't?
Nope.
How's this?
This
I'm
better?
still
is
going to
a-
fail, but
This is a compulsion mind affecting effect, but not a fear effect.
You're not going to fail.
does a 14 get there?
14? No.
Oh, no.
So you are dominated. And you are going to, on your next action, attempt to do that command to the best of your ability.
My ability is pretty good on that front.
Well, you could take the long way around the
You are
table.
not required
That's
to rage.
Not the best of my ability.
So he can't really compel you to do that, but he can compel you to attack. So you will try to move intelligently and try to attack Alder, but you do not have to rage. And then he will smile and turn and walk away.
Oh, what a douche.
Well, I might get to use my lasso here after all.
Yep. So he's just gone.
Yeah, he has moved into he's walked through a door and is no longer in line of sight.
Okay.
Oh,
That's all.
sorry. I accidentally skipped Russell when I did that. It is Russell's turn.
All right. I think I will try to run down here and use an unarmed strike against one of these dogs that's in front of me and hopefully punch it hard.
Cool.
Wha-cha, 23.
That'll hit. Which dog are you hitting?
It's the one right in front of me, or the
Okay,
one
so
that's
that's the one that the hanging judge previously severely injured.
Yes, correct.
Cool. Roll your damage.
19 damage.
Nice. What?
So it collapses.
No, that's not right. Wait a minute.
No. Rolling
Oh,
1d20,
I see. All right,
1d8.
that-
plus
yeah,
five.
sorry. 8. I was like, well, that
Yeah,
doesn't make
okay.
sense.
19 on a
There you go,
D8, Steven.
11.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Still pretty good.
Yes.
It still collapses because it had been really wrecked by the hanging judge. So it lets out a whimper as it falls and starts transforming back from its state into a regular dog.
Apparently, the secret to beating these dogs is just punching them.
Hey, man.
DR/fist.
Yes.
These guys are really good at punching.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
That takes us to Alder.
All right. Do these creatures seem to be undead or just like creepy creeps?
They do not seem to be undead. They seem to be dogs that some kind of magic has been used on.
Do you think that dispel magic would be something that I could do if I was looking at these and saying to myself, those are clearly magic, I'm going to dispel the magic?
It could, but, it also might just be best to do some damage to them, as they might still attack you, even if, basically they have been buffed, and would probably still attack you regardless of their current scenario.
And you might want to use that dispel magic on someone else.
Burninating hands, then.
Yeah. If you were looking to dispel magic, say your dominated barbarian might be a better person to use it to, but, burning hands is also a totally valid choice.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Very slowly.
Shut up.
Very slowly. That's actually a good point now that you mention it. Do I believe that my dispelling magic would be a useful skill so as not to be ripped apart by the angry lizard person?
Make a spellcraft check.
Oh, it's spellcraft. It's the spellcraft. 27.
Yeah. So you recognize that this was the spell, although he didn't seem to be casting the spell. So something is a little up. You don't know that much about whatever Miller is. But it is the effect dominate person that is being used on Eshin. And he is going to try, to the exclusion of basically everything else, to follow that command until he is able to somehow resist it, which could happen, as this is, something he clearly doesn't want to be doing. So you could, if you you would not say that this is taking actions against your nature?
Attacking people, not so much.
All right. Well, then, yeah, it's not self-destructive. So he might eventually come out of this. You could maybe restrain him and get him to snap out of it. The fact that Miller isn't in the room anymore might also help him. But, dispel magic could also probably work.
All right. Am I targeting or am I counterspelling?
You would be targeting, as the spell effect is active on him.
So it'd be D20 plus 6
your caster
for my
level.
caster level.
Yep, correct.
All right. So
you'd want to move away from that dog.
Back.
Yeah, otherwise the dog's gonna. You'll have to make a concentration check to avoid being bit.
Just going behind Dawn.
Can I do that?
Well, put your dog between you and me.
Good call.
No,
so step here.
Other way.
I don't want to go there. That's closer to the other dog.
I think he's more scared of him.
I'm pretty certain I am way more terrifying than that dog is.
Oh, you say that now. When that dog chews my liver. All right.
Just so he's
I
more
will
scared
step back,
of you than you are of him.
I will step back here, and I will dispel some magic.
All right, roll it.
Holy carp! That's an 8.
Yep.
I think I need to re-roll that because I misspelled 20.
Yeah, that's not how that works. So mark off your spell. You still cast it, and you level your best power against Eshin, but Miller's hold seems stronger than your effort. It's your first time casting this spell. Maybe you just need to get the hang of it.
Yeah. Well, what I have to do is I have to take a pine cone and literally throw it right at the face of the thing that's being dispelled. That's how I dispel magic. Pine cone to the face. And so clearly Eshen's snarling lizardian face threw my aim off. Okay. Not really anything that's like a minor action. I did my thingama. So now it's time for a dog attack.
Cool. Gonna get some dog v dog action.
Dog gonna bite other dog. Dog gonna go here. Dog gonna go bark. But actually,
all right.
since it's Alder's dog, she's probably going to go woof. Back.
Roll it.
Actually, she's going to go woof with the power attack, I think.
Cool.
Because that seems like a wiser maneuver. And she rolls 23 to bite the snot out of him.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
All right. Do I get like any bonuses or anything?
Whatever Dawn's bonuses are, so they should be calculated on her sheet.
10 points of damage from a Dawn bite.
Cool. She takes a solid chunk out of the hound.
Just headed straight for the throat, I believe. Okay. Now, if she is there, is she still flanking with the judge? Or does that not count from here?
No, she is not flanking.
I wasn't sure since he's up on the corner.
Yeah.
And there's no way for me to like cash in an action point or anything silly like that to give her a second attack.
You don't have any action points, so no.
Well, crap cakes. Then I do believe that would be the end of the turn for me and my dog.
Okay, that takes us to Chema.
Okay. Well, this seems urgent. It really seems like Eshen is turning around and going to go kill Alder, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna step over here and cast Protection from Evil on Eshen.
Oh, neat.
So I'm gonna put a hand on his chest, and since he's probably not like actively hostile to anyone else, right? He's just like trying to carry out this like command.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, I'll just put a hand on his chest and try to cast Protection from Evil on him.
Now, fun story though. Eshen is superstitious, so he is required to make will saves against all people who cast spells on him. If I'm reading that ability correct.
Well, there you go.
Is it?
Interesting.
It's a rage power. Is that on at all times?
Are you? That's a good question. Since you're not raging. Let me look it up. Because I remember I forgot, because I looked that up rage power up last time because I was like, that is really busted.
Steven asked if I was glad I didn't rage.
Let me take a look at the Barbarian Superstitious.
The bonus I get from Superstition might have helped me not get dominated to begin with.
I see.
His DC is pretty high. Let me find that ability. So, Superstition, there we go. +2 morale bonus to saving throws made to resist spells. This bonus. It's while raging. Yep. Okay. So you can be affected.
Okay.
So
now,
but all of that is while raging. So
the issue is that this is all kind of a long shot because all it's really gonna do is give him another saving throw. With a +2 morale bonus. Because I don't think I've got. Let me see real quick because I think anything else that I could have given him to like boost his saving throws are all standard actions anyway. So
yeah,
I don't think I've got anything else. Guidance.
But that's cool. I have not seen Protection from Evil used in this way in a long time. Make a fresh will save, Eshen.
With a +2.
Correct.
23.
That'll make it.
Yeah.
Nicely done. So as you're like staring past Chema, like plotting all the ways that you can kill Alder, you snap out of it.
I do have a question now.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was going to rage on my turn,
Mm-hmm.
even though I didn't have to, I was going to.
Mhm.
Would I have gotten another will save because of superstition kicking in?
That's a good question. Let me take a look at the way superstition's worded again. I
Oh.
don't think so.
So what's the bonus that I get from rage to will saves? Because the character sheet I have printed off only prints off the first 3 lines of whatever ability it is.
So superstition, you get a +2 morale bonus on saving throws made to resist spells, supernatural abilities, and spell-like abilities. So if you were raging, you get a +2 bonus, but it doesn't do anything to give you a fresh spell or save when you start to rage.
Well, it would have been a +3 because of the 1 for every 4 levels,
Oh.
blah, blah, blah. Rage has some conditional modifier to will saves that I don't remember. And
It's like base rage.
yeah,
Let me take a look.
Let's see.
and that might become important.
That's true.
Rage. You get a +2 morale bonus on will saves while raging.
There you
Oh,
go.
just flat +2 morale bonus.
Yes.
So that does it not stack with? Would that stack
with
with
superstition?
Oh.
Let me take a look.
There's also a
'Cause that
spell
would
called
seem
Rage.
bad.
That's not
Oh,
confusing.
superstition is a competence bonus.
Oh, okay. So they do stack because they're different bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But-
Eshin also. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Also, Eshin has a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saves. Both of these bonuses apply against attacks made or effects created by evil creatures. You receive another saving throw if one is allowed to begin with against any spells or effects that possess or exercise mental control over the creature. That's what just happened. Made with a +2 morale, blah, 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 against that same DC. The target is immune to any new attempts to possess or exercise mental control over the target for the duration of the spell. So you're golden for the next 6 minutes. Third, he just cannot be touched by summoned evil creatures, like attacks or any bodily contact.
Nice.
For the next 6 minutes. So
So let's get after him.
So for the next 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
53,
Right.
52.
Is nice action. Is that you, Chema?
that is me because I had to move to do that. So that's pretty much all I can do. Oh,
that was pretty
when
solid,
I
though.
remove my hand on Eshin's chest, is going to be a little kind of a little pictogram skull wearing a little bandana.
Nice.
That's my mark of protection.
Cute. All right. So that takes us to August, or not August, sorry, to Dexter Stuckey, who is going to attempt a Constitution check to not bleed out.
Stabilize.
I hope he can.
Oh yeah, he stabilizes. It's a relatively low check. You are very lucky that Rob did not roll more damage on his
No
attack.
kidding.
More
Oh,
accurately,
wow.
very lucky I didn't rage.
Yeah.
That's like another 10 damage.
Dude.
Wow.
You knew something on some level, subconsciously, you knew something was up. And so at the last
That's
second,
too easy.
you pulled back.
So that takes us to Eshin, who no longer has to attack Alder.
Can I charge a dog?
Thank you.
Yeah, you can attack the dog.
The evil devil dog.
Can you charge with Chim in the way?
Not the cute fluffy dog.
Yeah, he can move freely through allied squares.
Okay.
So I get my full attack at the end of a charge, right? Or just one attack?
Yeah, I don't think you don't have pounce, do you?
No.
Yeah, so you
No,
don't get the full
silly.
attack. You just get a attack.
Should have been a cat person.
I just chose whatever non-human race
She would
Sam would
let
let
you
me.
get away with.
Do I rage?
I wouldn't.
Nah, there's just one dog left.
Yeah.
Save your rage minutes.
20 plus 13 plus 1.
They don't roll over to the next month.
I'm assuming Prod Evil doesn't give anything to attack.
That is correct.
Cool.
It is a defensive spell.
And remember, you are right next to the cute fluffy dog. Don't accidentally eat the wrong dog.
I'm not going to accidentally eat any dog. I got a 16.
Oof.
Let me double check, but I believe that's going to miss. Oh, that hits exactly.
Yay!
Nice. He'll eat your dog and shine your shoes.
That's
He's
reasonable.
a leprechaun. Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Is charge a 1 or a 2?
It's a +2.
+2? Okay.
Yeah.
So I only added +1 into that.
Well, then you
But-
hit by more than 1.
I am not wielding my trident at all right now,
Uh-huh.
so I needed to take a -1.
Ah, sure.
Mhm.
Because,
So-
you don't have magic weapons right now.
So it all.
So it all evened out.
Roll it.
I'm working on it. God,
Oh, my
really?
goodness.
7.
So I assume that's a claw attack,
That's a bite.
a bite. So this dog has been bitten by 2 different mouths now, though I think Dawn did more damage.
Oh, snap.
burn.
It's hard to
Which
run.
takes us
I
to...
hit it a 2.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you
I'm not
want
saying
from
you're not a killing machine. All right, so that takes us to the top of the round, and the Hellhound is going to 5-foot step back and let out let out a howl, and as it does, this viscous steamy breath comes out of it, and everyone in a 10-foot cone is going to get some acid damage, which is going to be everyone except for the hanging judge and Chema.
Ah.
Oh, acid cone. Wow.
Can a 10-foot cone hit all 4 of us?
Oh, sorry, it won't hit Russell. It'll hit you, Dawn, and Alder.
See?
You're welcome.
Oh.
This blows.
Actually, yeah, you're right. He won't 5-foot step back. He'll just go from there, which will get the 3 of you.
Now we cry.
All right, so you guys can make ref saves.
Is this evil?
Is he? Yes, he is evil. So
Yay!
the spell has made him evil. So
I have a chance. Never mind.
yeah, you will fail.
How are all of my dog's saves better than mine?
Well, it's all right. I rolled damage for terrible on these guys.
Because your primary stat doesn't go to saves, and her saving throws on the 2 physical ones are going to be normally better than yours on the base.
Dawn rolled a 12 and I botched.
Well, everyone
Ouch.
fails and takes 3 acid damage.
Ow.
3 acid. I remember college.
All right. Well, that's the dog. I guess he'll 5-foot step back to try to avoid being flanked.
Boo.
And which takes us to the hanging judge.
I guess I will
Call off and kick him.
maneuver
Kick the puppy?
around to open or to provide flanking opportunity, and then I'll try to kick the puppy, I guess.
Sweet. Roll it.
5 damage.
Right. It's a decent kick, but it is still alive. It yelps and turns and snaps at you.
Some nice
Which
max damage there.
takes us to Russell.
I will slide down here to flank with the hanging judge and
That-
do another unarmed
You can step
strike
through my square.
right into the dog's face. Pow for 10,
Oh.
and I
That'll
and I
miss.
failed. Boom.
Pow face. Oh, what is with the
The-
ones tonight?
Yeah, it's great how we just totally brutalized the first dog, and then this one we're just slowly tickling to death.
Matthew, remember, everyone has a 1 in 20 chance of rolling a 1.
Don't you ever use my words against me, Stephen Francis Schleicher.
Yeah, because
You've
you
used
usually
so
do it
many
yourself.
words that it's kind of hard not to.
Oh.
The
No.
dog
Go sit in the
steps
corner.
aside from your blow.
I know.
Right
Darn
now I'm making a
dog.
couple of gestures. Does that count?
My turn is done.
Goes
Dang
to
it.
Alder.
Get
Alder
him.
is it's a dog, right?
It is a horribly mutated dog. It seems to have like open wounds and frothing mouth and eyes rolling back in its head.
But it doesn't seem to be like burninating hands will actually no. I can ignore people with my burninating hands now, can't I?
You could, though there's limited uses on that rod, so you can only do that 3 times per day.
All right, then I will magic missile him.
Cool. Roll your damage.
So I have 3 missiles right now and not 4.
Sounds right. Let me double check that. But I don't think you're high enough level to have 4.
Is it 1 per 2 levels?
Yeah, 3 missiles at level 5, 4 missiles at level 7.
Yep, that is correct.
6.
So I'm rolling 3d6 plus 4?
Correct.
6 plus 3.
Or sorry, 3d6 plus 3, because it's 1d4 plus 1 and it's not d6, it's d4s. So 3d4 plus 3.
So I can't have the 16 that I just rolled?
No.
Nope.
No.
But that's such a good number.
But it's
if you were rolling
physically
Scorching Ray,
higher
we'd
than
be talking about that.
How about 11?
11 will, I believe, still be enough to... Yep, that is still enough to drop the dog.
Dog dropped. Pew, pew, pew.
We are out of combat rounds.
Oof,
Yay, but we need to go save that dude.
we do.
Mm.
We need to rush
Yes,
across
run
the
over
room.
there and
Pull out the trident.
Actually, don't pull out the trident first.
Just push it all the way through. Is that what you're suggesting?
No, do that. I'm saying that if you remove it, he may actually bleed more. We need to make sure what is punctured before we take out the blade.
yes, Alder. Do help him.
So I will see what is punctured. Gemma, if you would assist me here for the puncturing. The depuncture? Anti-puncturing? I don't know what the word is. We are going to look at our punctuality. All right. So, is he speared through like a big vein that's going to immediately bleed out if we remove the blade?
Make a heal check.
I always forget that I'm untrained in heal. I think maybe my associate might also make a heal check.
Yeah,
or I could roll
I'm
a
working
19.
on it.
Let's see if you can roll better than my 19 because you actually have training.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good roll.
You have a positive wisdom score, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's got a 0 wisdom score.
My wisdom is 13.
Oh,
so
no, it's a +1. Sorry.
So this is a total of a 20.
So yeah, you, Chema is able to assess the situation pretty well. If this had hit a major artery, he'd already be dead. With the force that you've seen Eshin push things at. Luckily, this seemed to have just hit a cluster of muscle, which is he's going to bleed, but with this between you and Alder, you can compress that wound and keep him from being in critical condition.
He's not quite as tall as Miller. My aim was a little off.
Yeah, the illusion didn't quite match up, so...
Yeah.
Yep. And I just happen to have a couple of poultices.
So we'll pass.
Little band-aid here, little poultice there.
He is
Wrap the
unconscious, but in no immediate danger of death.
Does anybody need to apply any power-ups or anything
I may
before
need
we
to.
rush the stairs?
I think I may need to do a prison haft derval.
Any of those weapons on the walls of any use?
What do they call that
Any
thing?
wooden stakes on the wall there, Sam?
There are no wooden stakes
Darn
on the
it.
wall. In fact, most of the weapons on the wall seem to be of a historic or ornamental nature.
Ornamental.
So none of them are glowing and saying, "Choose me."
No.
There's no hand reaching out of the lake with a great sword.
Snap a table leg. Go in there.
Not this table leg, you monster!
No.
Final revenge. Come on.
No.
Brian's
No.
going where
That is
where
a
I'm
good
at.
idea, but no.
No. No.
He killed her.
No.
She can kill him.
No. well, and
I will advise that we should hurry because my ability to protect Eshen, or rather to protect Elder from Eshen, is limited.
Yes.
Yes, I think
I
we
will.
should.
I need
Rush
to
if
second wind or whatever it is, and I don't remember how to do that because I'm wounded.
So taking if you want to spend healing surges, you can spend them by
I will.
do you have you written down how many healing surges you have?
I know I do, but I don't know where.
Okay.
Healing surges
And-
are. Let's see.
The value of my surge is 1/4 of my total hit points.
That's correct. I just can't remember how many surges I gave you.
gave
He
me
gets
4.
3 plus his
Okay,
con
yeah, you
modifier.
have 3 plus your con mod. So your con mod is 2.
2.
So you have 5 healing surges per day. So if you want to spend
Right.
some number of them.
Rob gets 6.
Rob gets 6 plus his con modifier.
9.
Yeah, it's based
What's
on your hit
33 plus
dice.
12?
45.
And I'm up and running. Let's go.
All
You've
right.
spent 1 healing surge and marked it.
Yes, I have.
Oh, and did you mark? You cast sleep twice last session, so mark that down as spells expended, please. Along with your having cast dispel magic this turn and magic missile. So by my count, you have 5 first level spells left and 2 second level or 2 third level spells left.
Did I have 3 third levels or 4 third levels? I thought I had 4.
I believe you have 3, but I'll double check on that.
I'll take your word for it. So 5 7 second levels and 2 third levels. So we're ready to go.
Yeah, you have 3
Okay.
third level spells at this level.
All right.
Does Chema want to run with Bless or any of the number of things he uses to make his gun go kablooey on the way up the stairs?
Probably. I can do that once you guys are done, like with healing surges and stuff.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, let me run down the thing. So Bless is a minute per level, so we can do that. So I'll cast Bless out of my magic item.
Cool, the prayer
and get
beads.
everyone with it. Yep. So I'll cast Bless out of the prayer beads. And I think that will actually be it because all of my other stuff is turn.
Yeah, round per level.
Because Flames of the Faithful is going to be rounds per level, and even my judgments are going to be rounds per level. So, could probably swing another protection from evil.
Is that single target?
That is a single target.
Wouldn't hurt doubling down. I don't know.
Who has a crappy will save?
I do.
No, you're supposed to.
You already got one.
I've got a crappy mills.
I assume monks still get good saves across the board.
I think we maybe just keep it in case we need to put it on Eshen again.
I guess that is a good point. If Eshen, well, it's like he can't try to dominate Eshen again, period, because he successfully did that unless it times out somehow. So
yeah,
I mean, I guess that could happen. Like Sam could be like, okay, like it could happen potentially if something happens to take more than 6 minutes.
Yes, I will say that he cannot use Dominate Person again on Eshin, but there are other mind-affecting spells that he is not protected from.
Right, in which case it would matter, because then protection from evil wouldn't do anything. So it wouldn't matter casting it on, like, Eshin is as protected as he's ever going to get through protection from evil, which is the only spell that I can cast on him for that.
I was just mainly talking about it timing out, but yeah, I say just keep it and see where we need it.
The other thing, the thing about it is that it also just gives you a +2 bonus to defense against everything evil. So I could just give it to someone else the thing is that it also eats up my healing and it eats up my.
Yeah, I say save it.
Actually, I mean it's a first level, so okay, I'll save it.
I think casting it reflexively is probably going to be better, so you can pull someone else's ass out of the fire.
Maybe.
Okay. We'll wait for him to make the move. In that case, that's
right.
good. We'll keep it in our pocket.
More accurately, pull Otter's ass out of the fire by calming someone else down again.
All right, I think we rush up the stairs, Sam. Oh,
Yes.
first we tell
All right.
this Dexter guy to get the hell out of the building.
He's unconscious, I thought.
Oh, is he? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll tell
We
him
just
anyway.
lay him on the
Hope that he
table.
hears. So when he wakes up, he'll go, I gotta get out of here. I swear there was a lizard man that threw something at me. I must run.
All right, so you guys head upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There are. So you saw that Mr. Miller go through one of the doors up here. There are also two other doors. Which do you go through?
I would say the one that he went through, right?
Okay.
And well, unless he's doing another illusion. Where's-
Well, do we
where's
know
Monty
which one we
Hall?
saw him go through?
Hmm?
We know which one we think we saw him go through.
Yes.
So I think we thought we should go through that one.
All right. Cool. So
I'm sorry, you win a goat. If you would have picked door number 3, you would have won $1 million.
Well, sometimes you get zonked.
Yeah, I think this is probably a good place to take a break in the action next week. Let's see what kind of mayhem we have gotten ourselves into. Boy. Questions? Podcast at majorspoilers.com. If you enjoy this crazy action, we could use your support. Head over to patreon.com/majorspoilers. Check out and see what we have. If you're finding fun in everything we do with Critical Hit, then patreon.com/majorspoilers is the place you want to go and give a little back. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. $5 a month. That is like, when you divide 5 by 4, that's how much, Brian? That's like $1.25.
1.25.
And then you divide 1.25 by the, what is it, 5 of us, 6 of us playing this game? That's like
You get
20 cents a
0.25.
piece. If you think that giving 20 cents a piece to Brian for every episode is worth it, then head over to patreon.com/majorspoilers.
Oh, man, I
Could
gotta
use
turn
your
off
support. Yeah, you gotta turn yours off, yeah. Until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2017 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.